Yeah, it's the six past commandments. Six past dice. I'm gonna pop this tab for y'all real quick. Little Banana Republic action. I actually got this out the thrift store. My karma's so fly. How about that? Six past dice. We here on the six past commandments. You feel me? Hope you all doing well. Let's talk about these known 12 battles. Now, I want to just dip real quick. I didn't really get a chance to talk about it yesterday. I was super tired. I ain't turning 35 years old in a couple of months. And I was playing soccer with some gentlemen the other day. Yesterday. It was a bonding event, a young men's event, So, we trying to have a little activity for morale, And I wasn't even thinking about doing my recap for How the Dawn versus Geechi Gotti. You know what happened? My feet swole. And they swole in such a way. I'm joking. Anyway, enough of the theatrics. So I'm going to give my first take on the battle. I have to watch all these battles again. I really only seen... I was just too tired. But I was like, man... I wasn't really hyped for Tay-Rock versus T-Top. I didn't see a reason for the battle. I felt like the battle was like 6 years too late. I feel like T-Top and Rock should have battled back in 2015. That would have made more sense back then because Rock was the more experienced person and he had more clout than T-Top at the time. And I guess he still does because Rock has continued to get better and he's continued to perfect his style and perfect his simplicity. So, like Jay proved to us that simplicity is not always, doesn't really mean dumbing down. It means clearer communication. So when people are hearing Tay-Rock, people can understand Tay-Rock. So that's another reason why, he can dominate on stage because he can communicate with a whole room of people. Okay, I'm seeing why when I buy my glasses, they keep saying, do you want the anti-reflective? No, I don't want to pay $40 to get anti-reflective, but it is distracting looking in the camera and seeing the reflection. But I digress, but I don't divest. So I mostly heard the battle, and it's one of those battles where more so I liked it more because I'm just happy to see Hollow do good. Okay, How the Dawn versus Geechi Gotti went down in Houston at known 12. Houston since 2019 has become one of the hot spots to have URL events because it's a crowd, and good crowds are almost just as important to a battle as the battlers themselves because the crowd plays a big part in the actual performance. The same way when you see stand-up comedy, So here comes the analysis of like the idiosyncrasies and the details of this whole battle thing, right? So, the crowd makes a huge, they play a huge part in the battle. So I'm listening to the battle because I was doing my walk. I had to get those 10 to 15,000 steps in. On good days, sometimes I might get 16, 18,000 steps in. I'll be dancing around your local hood. You feel me? So I was more so happy to hear Hollow. Or heard that Hollow did good. I mean, I came in. That might have been the end of Hollow first round, or I'm sorry, I can't say who was going. But no, I did hear second and third. Well, Hollow in this battle, and I heard Daylight making this point about Hollow was not taking the right breaths, so that when he gets to his punch, that it's landing more because he has enough breath to land it. So a lot of times you'll hear Hollow's voice start to crack. He starts hitting like this really high pitch and whatnot. I guess it's the kind of, this is part of his unorthodox style. It's the thing that Hollow does, where his voice gets like really scratchy and really high, and he does these fluctuations and whatnot. But again, like warm up battles. The GOATs have to take a warm-up battle before they just step on stage. Because y'all just keep stepping out on stage. You just keep stepping out there. It's weird to me. It's weird. It's like being a champion fighter and say, all right, boom, you're going to fight so-and-so. And you're not really sparring with nobody. You're just working out. You're just working out, not sparring. You're not actually getting that chin tough, so you can take a punch or take a hit or whatever. Bringing down your nerves by practicing and sparring with somebody. It's like they're not doing that. They would benefit so much from having some kind of warm up, some kind of preparation besides you writing your shit and you telling yourself it's hot. But my first take on hearing Hollow's material, it was too. He was going a bit too slow, and the bars he had that were good. There was a lot of like sneaky stuff, really good wordplay. The biggest thing was the fact that Hollow had a clean haircut. I don't know. I feel like that LOM shirt. I feel like I don't know, something about this didn't seem like new to me. I don't know if that's like a throwback or what, but it wasn't bad. It just it just didn't seem like because usually he's wearing like new merch. That merch didn't look new. Maybe it is new. I don't know, but it didn't look that new to me. But he had a haircut this time, so I was happy for that. Hollow had a haircut because last battle we don't know where he was taking this. Hollow looked like he just broke out of jail or something. He had the fro like he hadn't cut his hair in I don't know how long. Listen, that's a sign of depression, bro. People who go long as hell without getting a haircut, because it wasn't like he was growing his hair out for a reason. He wasn't getting no twist. And by the way, PSA, I hate when black dudes grow their hair out to do anything. I don't know. I just don't like being. I don't like being there for anyone growing their hair out to do stuff like get braids or get twists, especially if you're a man. I don't know. We all don't want to see it, man. Maybe you should go away. Maybe you should take a trip to the mountains. Go to Nebraska and grow your hair out. Then when you come back, you'll be able to, I don't know, have your braids or your twists. But I don't want to be there for the in between. This is weird. I don't want to be there for your twists. I feel like in your 30s, man, you can't be getting braids and twists for the first time in your 30s. Either you got twists or braids when you was like 19, 20, like in your early 20s or so, but you can't be chilling. Whatever you get in your 30s, I think you should stay with it, because it's a huge change. Like when I saw Drake and them braids, I said, man, Drake is out to no good. And then he went and dropped his house album, and I'm hearing what I'm hearing about. I said, I told you, I see the braids, Same thing with Geechi Gotti. I think Geechi Gotti is the only cat with braids that I really revere, you know what I mean? And I still don't love it. I don't love it. I don't love the Queen Latifah set it off braids, but I kind of respect Geechi's braids. But anyway, Geechi seems so bored. Geechi's over it, bro. He's over it. He just showing up to work at this point. He is over it. Hold on a second, man. The homie Space hit me. What's good, Brody? My bad, guys. Had the little text him. He's over it. He's over it. First two rounds, you know what? I'm not sure if I heard the first round. Second round was nasty work. That was a nasty round. Like it was so clear because now we know when Geechi's freestyling. I think you always know when someone's really freestyling. Because sometimes cats get in the pockets where they're going out of their written, maybe like their premeditated rhymes, and they don't go into a freestyle. But Geechi was freestyling the hell out that second round, and can I tell you, it was weird. And I'm like, oh God, this is like gnome. These are not gnome bars. Like, what happened? Because I think it takes away from Hollow's. Because so Hollow won 2-1, and he won on the votes or whatever, right? I'm trying to log in to see here, right? I'm sorry, guys. 1 second. Sorry, my friends. Oh, that's a cool feature. I can stop and start the recording. That's what I'm talking about, man. Technology. Progress. Stop shaking this table. I'm gonna have to just get some cardboard to put on this table. This table's too wobbly. It's always been wobbly. But anyway, my apologies. But yeah, Geechi's over it, man. That second round, when you freestyling the whole round inappropriately like that, it was going into the whole loyalty over money thing, and it just was, it was what it was. Geechi's third round, which is the round of the battle. You had the round of the battle, the third round, because again, it's back to back, perfected simplicity. He had a line where he said, "My homie talk." This everybody's talking about this bar. My homie talk about death so much he got morning breath. My homie talk about death so much he got morning breath. Like, that's not really crazy. It's just perfect wordplay. And like Daylight was saying, it's like that third round. He turned up in that third round, let you know. Listen, this is what it could be. Because the Geechi third round was crazy. Even though I mean Hollow, I remember him getting washed in that round, but the Geechi's third round was crazy. And it was almost like he was giving Hollow the battle. I'm not going to hold you, and I'm a huge Hollow fan. I really want to see Hollow do good, and okay, I can't get this right now. I keep being touched by this. I'm sorry. I want to see Hollow do good, man. Because I mean, we came up with we came up with the term God tier to describe where Lux, Hollow, and Mook was at, and that's why I keep making that point about there's no more God tier at this point, because the cast that had that mantle, you're not upholding it. You're not bringing much that. It's not so much that we can't get it nowhere else, because you can't get what Hollow brings nowhere else. But we want to continue to hear the elevated version of that. And there's just no way of doing it by sitting down. I mean, again, unless you're an alien like Daylight. Daylight is the only cat that's been able to sit down and come back and do really good. I mean, Surf can paint these narratives about Daylight is this, Daylight is that. Yeah, we know Daylight's a weirdo, of course, right? But Daylight's also a genius, and Daylight has always been watched. He's always had the culture's attention, and it's not for no reason. Don't get me wrong. It took me a long time to realize how lyrical Daylight was, but I always liked Daylight. I think that Daylight, again, he's a maverick. He doesn't do what you want him to do. You know what I mean? He's that kind of person. He's a real artist. Real artists don't make sense, and real artists don't really make no money. Meaning that, like, they're not trying to get to no bag. They're not here to make sense to you. They here to kind of just do I don't know how to describe it. I don't know how to put it, but they just do their thing. And you can't get mad about that or resent them for it, because that's a part of what makes what they put together so magical. It's like they sacrifice their peace of mind and everything, and just the entire selves to give us these performances. So if Daylight got to be crazy to give us these performances and whatnot, I'll take it. Now on to Hollow. I need to watch all these battles again. It's just a quick recap. I need to check it out again, but what I'll say, he has to take new guys. Has to stop taking like the absolute, like the hottest guy. You take a new guy, so we can have a clear like mix up. But the only thing is, the GOATs are not active enough to clear a new guy for sure. Like when they had Rookies versus Vets. Now, Clips ain't really destroyed T-Top, but Clips, he came through, did his thing, man. It was light work. He made light work out of T-Top. A lot of the vets was making light work out of them, but that's not really the case as much anymore. If it's someone that's not active, but even Clips is fairly active. So definitely the inactiveness hurt Hollow, and I think what's going to help him. Hollow needs heavier punches. You know what I mean? Heavier punches, and he got to revamp his vocal projection. Okay, because his vocal projection, there was a lot of crackiness, a lot of scratchiness in his voice for this battle, and it kind of took away a little bit, because you can't be doing, I can't say you can't be, it would sound better if you were snapping more, if you're going to be doing that weird stuff, and I can see more and more how people are saying it's a little like grind timey, meaning that, again, that's something that would work in a room full of white folks, you know what I mean, a little more. Because he's kind of getting away from the gritty energy, and he's getting into more of just that unorthodox style. And it's like, I feel you, but this cool kid shit, the cool table shit, it gotta stop. I gotta get outside and stay outside. Okay, Lux guy. I mean, I don't know, man. Lux retired, man. I'm cool with it, man. I think Lux gave us enough good battles. You know what I mean? I think whatever Lux and Mook did at the beginning of the culture, we gotta be thankful for that, and thankful that they set the tone and whatnot. And let's let that be that. You know what I mean? We're not getting no more great battles from Mook, no more great battles from Lux, because that's just not where they at. They're not interested in battle rap. Like Hollow too. I think it's more so an ego thing. And probably we gotta get some paper. You know what I mean? You gotta get to the bag. But they're clearly not. They clearly don't have a clear passion like they used to for the art. It's obviously not there. It's just obviously it's a non-existent thing. I think Hollow did good in this battle, but it was like a strain. It wasn't. It was hard to get into a pocket with Hollow. I wasn't. I didn't. You know, I like when someone again when you have a great round, it's moving at a great pace and whatnot. You can feel it, and it's I don't know. It's like a psychological thing. It's the same as like if you can imagine how it feels when you're watching someone who chokes a lot. You can almost rap when they're rapping. You almost can feel when they're getting ready to mess up or they're getting ready to choke. You almost can feel it, right? And when you feel like someone's rapping like they're getting ready to stop or getting ready to choke or they don't really know or they're not as confident, it makes you less confident in what they're saying and in what they're doing. You know, so as the listener, you cannot stress as the performer, you have to bring the listener to what's the word? To bring them at ease. Having them at ease really is having like a perfect round with perfect rhythm. Because it's when they can like kind of like move with you and nod their head with you a little bit and get with it. You know, when it feel like I'm not stopping and I'm so poised, I'm saying it so perfectly, that's what really pulls someone into a performance. Having the pauses and let me tell you a little secret. When bad rappers are rapping and they say a bar and say nigga, they're trying to get their win, but they're trying to get it back. When they say nigga too much after a bar, they give themselves a little time. Lux do it all the time. Lux say nigga at the end of a bar, they give himself time to get to the next bar. That's another thing too. Lux is not, even though Lux does pretty good, but he's not still, he never got conditioned in this new era. He's more so been defending his position. And it just is what it is, man. I know I'm kind of talking in circles, but we need Hollow again to start over, bro. He needs to start over because that vocal inflection could have been better. As far as how he rapped with Geechi, I think faster and more output would have made the battle feel better. Because I mean, while you listening to it, you can really hear how the artist put it together. You can hear the process. You can hear the different nuances, you know, versus when you're looking at somebody, right? Because don't get me wrong, watching someone perform something does give it a different feel, you know. But again, you know what it is too? It don't feel like we're listening to an elevated version of Hollow. We need about 2 updates. His software, he need to go ahead and when he log into the Hollow Don computer, when he log in and it says that you need this update and restart the computer, he need about 2 or 3 updates. I think we get 2 or 3 updates. I think we'll have Hollow back caught up again. So next battles for Hollow Don. Who the hell can Hollow really battle? I don't know. Who the hell can Hollow battle? Geechi didn't battle everybody. At this point, you know, Geechi done battle. He has seen everybody that matters. At this point, who gonna give Geechi? Murder Mook? You know, it's talking about Geechi and Reed. Reed don't need to be battling Geechi if you're not going to come with the back to back. Whatever Reed going to do, if you're going to give you don't Reed have a few lines every battle that because Reed raps so well and he sounds so good, he going to be able to make certain bars sound good. But Reed need the moments. He need about 5 of them shits every round, at least 5. Like, cause I mean, if Geechi come and give it to him, cause honestly, Geechi verse. I'm sorry, I didn't even get into his last battle. He battled Clean Paper, he lost to Clean Paper. But again, it seemed like only way that happens is if Geechi's taking the night off. Clean Paper can't really beat Geechi like that. Not a fully loaded Geechi, a back-to-back Geechi. Geechi that's really taking it serious. Like, yo, Geechi done beat the game already. You know what I mean? All you gotta do is battle Mook. He battled Mook, bro. He might just disappear. And if he battled Mook, he destroying Mook, man. He getting Mook out of here. He getting Mook out of here, boy. On the big stage, what? Get Mook out of here. Like, Mook didn't want to see Easy on the big stage. And Easy wasn't even like who he, well, I can't say he wasn't who he is, but it's not like, you know, Easy had just had that big moment with Chess, that big battle with Chess and whatnot. So it wasn't like, you know, he had battled Lux or something like that. You know what I mean? He said, nope, I'm not doing the battle in 30 days versus no Easy the block captain. You know, he was smart for that because that shit would have destroyed his legacy. But I like to see Hollow against. Would be a good battle for Hollow. I mean, at this point, I mean, you need to just go against like the new guys. I mean, I would say easy, but yeah, we don't need to see Easy against no more vets like that. You know what I mean? Because Easy have been punishing these vets, man. I still don't really feel like Easy cleared goods and nothing like that. I think I kind of exaggerating with that. I think on first watch, I mean, I definitely can I see why if you feel like Geechi beat I get you Easy beat goods. I get that, but I'm like, nah. I mean, end of the day, bro, Easy's as absolute hottest. He's a fan favorite, and Goods been sitting down. To his credit, like I said before, Goods been sitting down for a good while. For someone to be able to come up there and not get washed, but not only that, like it wasn't like when Goods was performing, it was crickets. It was never like crickets. It was actually good. Goods had the crowd pretty much the entire time. It was a great back and forth, But going back to Geechi and Hollow, man, I guess at this point, Hollow seemed like in terms of who makes sense for him, like I'm trying to think, man. At this point, I'm just drawing a blank. Man, listen, Hollow and K. Shine might as well just run that back, man, because that was a weird battle. The energy in that battle was so weird. Hollow was wearing like several layers of clothes, like he homeless. Like he had the bucket hat on, a hoodie, and a jacket, and fatigues. He was like way just too overdressed. I think Chess and Hollow could be good. That'd be a good battle. But he needs to start. He needs to start over. Period. Hollow and Jack Boy, because they're both entertaining, right? Hollow and Jack Boy. I wouldn't mind seeing Hollow in a small room again. Versus like a. Listen, somebody got to come outside for JC. JC's won 120. You know what I mean? So, so we got a little more love on them taxes. So when he want to break that down, man, listen, he got to go ahead and have them make that out to his LLC. You know what I mean? And go ahead and rack up them business expenses. So he don't got to worry about them taxes on that 120. Come holler at your boy. But I think JC, I think it's a good time. JC, him and JC in the small room. I think Hollow. I know I'm kind of just throwing out names. I think I know because Jack Boy is going to bring that performance on stage. I think it'll be a great challenge for him. Hollow and Jack Boy will be good. Who else will be a good battle for Hollow? I mean, listen. I mean, really, I think shit. I mean, even Hollow and Easy, because I mean, like, Easy got like secret freestyle powers. Like, I didn't realize that Easy was really responding to what Goods was saying in the prior rounds, and he was like, specifically, and he had like thought out bars. So he was thinking these bars while Goods was rapping. So I think that will play out pretty good. So Hollow already seen Rum Nitty. I'm trying to think who else is. Stumbles. I think that'll be dope. That'll be a dope style clash too. So Hollow needs to be on Summer Madness, bro. Hollow needs to be on Summer Madness. They talk about Goods and Surf. Goods is still down to do it. But people making reasons for why they can't take Goods. I mean, I feel him, bro. He don't want to do it. He just don't want to do it. But Hollow needs to be back in there like right away, like straight away. Expeditiously, because he needs to continue to work on himself, and or a Loaded Hollow. I think Loaded Hollows, man. At this point, I don't know, man. Anyway, like, man, 2019, man. Listen, they was in such a good groove of 2019 with what they was doing, but I feel like the battle rap has kind of really passed Hollow and Lux up in a lot of different ways, man. I don't think it's gonna be the exact same. But who knows, But I think we're definitely ready for another Loaded Hollows performance. I think they need to go ahead and run it back with Loaded Hollows versus gun titles. You know what I'm saying? That would be a great battle, and that still needs to happen. But Lux need to go ahead and take Danny. Okay, Lux need to go ahead and take Danny. Just get him out the way. Cause like these people that Lux could beat them off of aura, but Lux has to do the rapping that he needs to win. Can't be angling and mangling and dangling. Okay, He be angling too hard and scheming and dreaming because he dreaming while he's scheming, and while you sleeping, your chick getting pumped full of. I wasn't outside for that. So, I've been a little spacey in this recap. I'm not a full recap. I'm gonna look at the battle again. I'm going off my first watch recap. So, I definitely think Hollow got the battle, but it wasn't like he got the first 2 rounds and whatnot. But it wasn't because he just was. He was just better than Geechi. Geechi wasn't really trying to win this battle, bro. And it's kind of weird. I mean, I'm like, damn, bro. Geechi, you got to run. Geechi done been on the big stage since like 2017, bro. 2017, I'm lying. 2018. He been on the big stage since 2018. Okay, and he had been on almost every big card. Like, I forgot that Geechi battled Calico. He just battled Calico last year. I'm like, oh yeah, he did battle Calico, right? He got so many big battles, bro. But anyway, so yeah, as a first watch, some people are saying a 3-0 by Hollow. 2-1 off first watch, man. Geechi third round was just too cold, man. He got these crazy schemes, and I don't got the bars right now, but his third round was just too cold, man. We can't ignore that. But anyway, it's the 6 past commandments. What the hell is this goddamn